But when you say CDF is a corrupt, illegal, and unconstitutional slush fund to unjustly enrich the MPs, their families and cronies, and should therefore be scrapped. Yet you have served in this house as a speaker, presiding over 349 members of that house, and also strongly defended that fund. Well, you have served in this house, Honorable Speaker. But today, because you are annoyed, because we have just tabled and given notice of motion to appoint a member of parliament of Mbeere North as the cabinet secretary for public service, if you are annoyed with that, please spare the rest of the country your anger, spare the rest of the country your bile.
During an heated parliamentary session, Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah strongly defended the national CDF and criticized former Public Service Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi for publicly questioning its legality and integrity.
We have just tabled and given notice of motion to appoint a member of parliament of Mbeere North as the cabinet secretary for public service. If you are annoyed with that, please spare the rest of the country your anger, spare the rest of the country your bias.
Ichung'wah reminded the House that the CDF fall under the State Department of Economic Planning and has played a key role in supporting development at the constituency level. He expressed disappointment in Muturi's recent comment, terming them embarrassing and hypocritical, especially given Muturi's previous role as the Speaker of the National Assembly, where he presided over 349 MPs and had consistently supported the fund. He accused Muturi of attacking the CDF out of personal frustration following the nomination of Mbeere North MP Godfrey Ruku as the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, an office he previously held. Ichung'wah called on Muturi to avoid spreading bitterness and accept political changes gracefully. He urged him to stop dragging the whole country into personal grievances, especially that public service is not only the path to relevance. The majority leader further noted that life continues beyond public office. He added that many people, including himself, engage in farming, livestock keeping, pointing out that one can live fulfilling life even after leaving a high-profile position. Ichung'wah also criticized Muturi for appearing to support his own son, while attacking other MP, referring to the Mbeere North MP, who if defended for legally of CDF, stating that the fund has existed for nearly 25 years.
This is where CDF that we are speaking about resides, in this State Department of Economic Planning. Honorable Speaker, I have seen a former Speaker of this House tweeting, saying that the CDF is illegal. And let me read, Honorable Speaker, because, you know, some of these things are very shameful and embarrassing. And, you know, I would hate to spend time here to castigate a former Speaker, because you're also there, Madam Speaker, as a Speaker today. But when you say CDF is a corrupt, illegal, and unconstitutional slush fund to unjustly enrich the MPs, their families and cronies, and should therefore be scrapped. Yet you have served in this house as a speaker, presiding over 349 members of that house, and also strongly defended that fund. Well, you have served in this house, Honorable Speaker. But today, because you are annoyed, because we have just tabled and given notice of motion to appoint a member of parliament of Mbeere North as the cabinet secretary for public service, if you are annoyed with that, please spare the rest of the country your anger, spare the rest of the country your bile. If you sat here as a speaker for 10 years and justify the existence of CDF, but simply because today you are not a cabinet secretary, and your member of parliament has been promoted as a cabinet secretary, now you start taking your bile to the rest of the country and the rest of the house. I mean, it's embarrassing, it's shameful, it's uncalled for, and I would advise the culprits to cool down, relax. There is life beyond public service. The day any one of us is not a member of parliament here, or you are not in a position as a cabinet secretary or as a speaker, honorable speaker, or even as a chief, there is life beyond that. You can graze your goats, you can graze your cattle, you can rear your pigs like me. Yeah. Those who are doing poultry, like William Ruto, can also do poultry. And they will all be happy. Honorable Speaker, you do not have to be bitter with your son. You know, from one end of the mouth, you seem to be speaking for your son, who is, I think, 50 years old. From the other end of the mouth, you are so bitter with another son of yours from Berry North who has been appointed as a cabinet secretary that you are now deriding the entire house and a system of NGCDF that has worked for the last almost 25 years. Honorable Speaker, this affront against NGCDF, Dr. Boniface Makoha must ensure that NGCDF not only continues to exist, but is well resourced. Because NGCDF is not for members of parliament. I can very well do my representation, my oversight, and my legislative work as a member of parliament without NGCDF. But I know their children